How's it going, guys? It is the Bill now here, and today we are going to be going over the NCAA 14 mod on PC. So I recently just got this mod, and today we're going to be doing a series regarding the Louisville Cardinals and a little franchise mode here. There's 48 teams in this mod as I download the roster here. If you guys want me to do a tutorial on how to get the mod, I can in a future video, but for right now, I'm just going to give a little introductory here, and then we'll go ahead and play our first game here. So there is 48 teams here, 6 in the ACC, 10 in the Big Ten, or 9 in the Big Ten, my bad, 8 in the Pac-12, 9 in the Big 12, and 11 in the SEC. So, and there's also 3 teams that are out of Power 5 conferences that I lumped together with conferences according to their regional stature and their the other conferences amount of teams. So as you can see, there's a good amount of teams here. Not enough to put in the Madden 32 team franchise, but I ran a schedule maker and all the schedules are up. I have all the schedules. It's going to be very well done. I'll sim the games that aren't played, aren't user-wise. Probably going to be in the playoffs, big name teams. But for now, there's not going to be any conferences or divisions within the conferences. So let me just get into the teams. So in the ACC, we're going to be controlling the Louisville Cardinals as our team in this franchise, starting at 81 overall. The teams in the ACC conclude FSU, Louisville, Virginia, Clemson, Miami, UNC, and then I also added University. I added UCF and the University of Notre Dame because those were two of the 3, and Louisville started up with 6 teams, bringing them up to 8, which is still the least, but just one under like most teams. Big Ten's all the SEC is always going to have more teams than everyone else. Next, we have the Big Ten, who has 9 teams, being Penn State, Ohio State, Northwestern, Nebraska, Minnesota, Michigan State, Michigan, Iowa, and Wisconsin. Then in the Pac-12, we have UCLA, USC, Utah, Washington State, Arizona State, Oregon, Stanford, and I added Boise State. In the Big 12, we have 9 teams, which would be Texas Tech, Texas Christian, Oklahoma, Kansas State, Kansas, Iowa State, Baylor, and West Virginia. And of course, the SEC with a whopping 11 teams: Texas A&M, Tennessee, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Mizzou, Mississippi State, Kentucky, Bama, Georgia, Florida, Auburn. Going into our schedule, the first game we have for Louisville, we have at North Carolina. Then going into arguably our biggest game of the year, we play against the current number 3 ranked Clemson Tigers. Another thing I won't be able to control is rankings. Maybe I'll do that manually. Maybe we'll just disregard those. Then we go in a non-conference play, and we play at West Virginia, and then another non-conference game versus Texas A&M at our house. Then we go back into ACC play, playing Florida State. Comes at 81 overall, and then we're going to go still in conference play at UCF, then at UVA, and then gonna come back home, play Notre Dame, and then go on the road against Miami again. Then coming out of conference play for the last 2 games of the season, we're gonna play at Penn State, which is the other big game of the season, other than the current Clemson game. And then we're going to play Kentucky, obviously rivalry week. So week 1, we're going to get right into it. We're playing at North Carolina, so we're going to set up teams here, and I'll show you the roster, what we're working with, as soon as we get into the game. So I'm trying to have this very well orchestrated, and I will have it played out well, so it's not all over the place, because obviously the franchise feature in Madden does let you play 48 teams, and it jumbles all the teams' rosters when you get in the franchise mode. The only thing that works is when you play as like a user created player, which I could do like another series on, but for now we're just starting into the mods. Yeah, so it is the next morning, and right now I tried to upload the video, but there's only 15 minutes that can be uploaded for now when you're a like a small content creator until you get higher in the ranks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the game against North Carolina in the next video, but I'll upload that today. So right after this video, I'll finish editing that. My YouTube wasn't letting me post all last night and all today, and I finally figured out this morning that 15-minute um, radius. But first video is just on all of the conferences, players, all that stuff. The schedule pretty much is an intro, so I'm just gonna call this an intro in episode 1. Episode 2 is where we'll actually get to play against North Carolina, and I'll see you guys in episode 2. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want more. Leave a comment. Please tell me how you want this to be run. And I'm gonna probably upload episode 2 and 3 today.